Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Codebreaker. So today we are going to learn about the filter concept here. So filter concept is nothing but the filtering of the data. So what we will do, basically we will filter the data uh, by considering one of the array value, and initially we will see how the normal filtering works without using the filter method, and then we will use the filter method and we will see the comparison how the code would become simpler when we will be using the filter method. So what is the filter function? Actually, filter function is also one of the high order function which we saw earlier how the map was. So here also the filter method will accept the function as a parameter and return the value based on the whatever the operation we perform. So let us see some of the example without filter function, and then I will try to write uh, one of using the filter method. So suppose we have one array like 2 comma 3 comma 6 comma 7 and the 9. So here we have around 5 values present here inside the array, and now we will filter the array which is greater than 7 or greater than 6 also you can say. So what we'll do, we'll write one method function get filtered value, and we will pass the args would be nothing but the array value which would be sending, and then we will take one result as a array value, and then we will loop this data. Let val of args, and what we will do, result dot push, we will push the value, but we have to only push the value which is greater than 6 or the 7. We will take it as a 7 which is greater than 7, then only push the value, else don't push the value, right? So what we will do, we'll push this value, and after pushing the value we will return the result, right? So what we are doing here, we are trying to loop the data, array data, and we are trying to check which is the value greater than 7. So if the value is greater than 7, then only push into the array, else don't push anything into the array. And then what we will do, we'll call this method, right? And we will pass this array value, and we will console this output and see what we will get. So you can see, right? uh, Greater than 7, there is only one value which is 9, right? So what we will do, in order to get more value, what we can do, we can just reverse the condition. The number which is less than the 7 will print that value. So what here it will print, it will take the 2 3 and 6 as a less than 7 value, and it will print the data, right? So here you can see, right, the number which is less than the 7, which is nothing but the 2 3 and 6, is pushing into this array which is the result, and then we are returning the result and getting the output. Now you can see, right, without using the filter we have to write so much code, and then we are able to fetch the result. So suppose we have to reduce the number of the lines of the code, we can write more simplified code using the filter method. Now we will compare the above code using the by writing the filter method, right? So what you can do, you can take one of the variable as a let result, okay, and then we will write arr dot filter. Filter will accept one of the parameter as a number, and where we will return number less than 7, right? So this is the what we are expecting, right? So we have to get the number which is less than the number 7, right? So now if you try to return this result, now if I try to run the code and see what it prints. See, right? With use Without using the filter method, we were getting so many. We have to write so much line of the code in order to get the value. So we have to first declare one of the result value, then we have to loop around this data, and then we have to return the result, right? So now, but here you can see, right? We are just using the filter method and trying to get the result of the data by writing using the filter method. So filter method would itself will return the value in the form of a array, and here it will check the condition and it will return in the form of a array. We don't have to use any external mm, array method in order to print the push into that result, right? So now in order to make it more simplified, we can remove this curly braces, right? Because since we have only one statement, we can remove this curly braces and also the return, because since we are removing the curly braces, we have to remove the return statement also, else it will throw the error. Now you can see, right? If I try to, you can see, right, in one of the single line also, if there is no more than one parameter present here, right, inside the filter, so you can use directly and run the code, you will get the same output, right? See how many lines of the code we have simplified, right? Without using the filter and with using the filter. It's just a simple one line of the code in order to filter any of the data. Either it would be array of data or the array of object. Whatever the value, if you want to filter and get the result, you can use array dot filter. So using filter method, you can simplify your code very beautifully and you can get the data filtered, right? So now if you see, right, what does filter method contains, I think it is not showing here, but if you put the some number, right, so you can see, right, it is accepting either number, index, or the list of the array number, array data, right? So here you can specify the number or the data which you want to filter it, and you can see, right, a function accepts the three arguments. The filter methods calls the predicate function one time for each of the element of the array. And what does it return? Returns the element of the array that satisfies the condition, right? As a callback method, you have to write the condition and return the array and print the result, right? So this is how the filter method works. Hope you liked that video. Please do subscribe my channel, Code Breaker. We will meet on the next video where we will learn about the reduce method. For now, that's it for the filter method. Let's meet to the next video. Thank you guys.